Fear has a sneaky way of running our lives, doesn't it? We worry about the future, get anxious about what people think, and we're terrified of failing or just not being good enough. It can feel like a prison that shrinks our world, forcing us to live a smaller, safer version of the life we're meant for. We look at truly confident people and tell ourselves they were just born that way, that they're missing the fear gene. But what if that's just a story we tell ourselves? What if the bravest people in history weren't fearless at all? They were just masters of fear. The ancient Stoics developed a mental toolkit for facing down their biggest anxieties. And today, we're cracking it open. This isn't about pretending fear doesn't exist. It's about learning how to use it. First things first, let's get one thing straight. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to act in spite of it. This is a core Stoic truth. The Stoics, we're talking about guys like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, weren't stone-cold statues. They were generals, politicians, and teachers who dealt with war, betrayal, and loss. They felt fear just like us. The difference? They didn't let it call the shots. They stumbled upon a powerful insight. We are often more frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Let that sink in. How many times has the worry about the big presentation been worse than the presentation itself? How often has the fear of rejection hurt more than actually being rejected? The Stoics realized our imagination is a fantastic horror writer. So, they didn't see fear as an enemy to be defeated, but as a signal to be read. They engineered a set of practical, mental tools to systematically dismantle anxiety and build real resilience. This isn't just fluffy philosophy, it's a battle-tested blueprint for mental toughness. And we're about to give you the 4 most powerful tools from that blueprint. Section 1. The first tool, master the dichotomy of control. The principle. The first and most foundational tool is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a philosopher who went from being a slave to a legendary teacher, boiled it down to this: some things are up to us and some things are not. It sounds ridiculously simple, I know, but once this clicks, it changes everything. So much of our fear, social anxiety, worrying about failure, stressing about the future, comes from obsessing over things we have zero control over. What will they think of me? Will I get the job? What if traffic is terrible? All of it is external. So what can you control? Just 2 things: your thoughts and your actions. That's it. Your effort, your choices, your responses. That's your kingdom. The Stoics believed real peace comes from pouring all your energy into your kingdom and learning to accept the rest with a calm, it is what it is, the practice. So, how do you actually use this? The next time you feel that wave of anxiety, hit pause and do a quick inventory. Grab a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. On one side, list everything about the situation you can't control. On the other, list everything you can. Let's take public speaking. In the can't control column, whether the audience laughs at your jokes, if your boss is impressed, if the mic suddenly dies. In the can control column, how well you prepare, how many times you practice, the stories you choose to tell, your decision to make eye contact, the effort you pour into it. Now, take that can't control list and mentally set it on fire. It's not your problem. Pour every ounce of your focus into the list you can control. This little trick is amazing. It turns that foggy, paralyzing anxiety into a crystal-clear action plan. You stop stressing about the result and start focusing on your effort. That shift right there is step 1 to becoming unshakable. Section 2. The second tool, rehearse for disaster, premeditatio malorum. The principle. Our next tool sounds a little dark, but trust me, it's one of the most powerful mental exercises ever created. The Stoics called it premeditatio malorum, which basically means thinking about bad stuff ahead of time. It's the practice of vividly imagining worst-case scenarios. Now, this isn't about being a gloomy pessimist. It's about being a prepared realist. Seneca, who was one of the richest guys in Rome, regularly took time to imagine losing his fortune, his power, even his life. He said that by anticipating trouble, you rob it of its power when it shows up. It's the unexpected hits that knock us out. By rehearsing disaster in your head, you take away its biggest weapon, the element of surprise. The practice. Okay, this is a two-step process. First, define the fear. What is the absolute worst that could happen? Don't just gloss over it. Write it down, in painful detail. Let's say you're scared of losing your job. The worst case isn't just, I get fired, it's, I get called into the office. I have to do the walk of shame, packing my desk while everyone watches. I have to go home and tell my partner, we can't pay the bills. We have to move. Really go there in your mind. It's uncomfortable, yeah, but it desensitizes you. You've already met the monster in your imagination, so if it ever shows up in real life, you'll be ready, not panicked. Second, prepare for the fear. After you've stared into the abyss, ask yourself 3 simple questions. 1. What can I do right now to prevent this? 2. If it happens anyway, what can I do to lessen the blow? And 3. How would I bounce back from this? Using the job loss example. To prevent it, maybe you upskill, take on a high-visibility project, or just start documenting your wins. To lessen the blow, you could build an emergency fund, polish your resume, and quietly network. To bounce back, you'd know who to call, what companies to target, and you might even see it as a chance to find work you actually love. Just like that, the terrifying ghost of losing your job is no longer a source of anxiety. It's an action plan. You've turned your fear into your personal training ground. Section 3. The third tool. Practice voluntary discomfort. The principle. This next tool is the physical partner to our last mental exercise. The Stoics believed in practicing what they feared to build, what we'd now call grit. They would purposefully sleep on the floor, eat boring food for a few days, or walk out in the cold without a heavy coat. It's called practicing voluntary discomfort. The point of this is twofold. First, it proves that you are way tougher than you think. You learn that the hardship you've been dreading is totally survivable. Second, it's a gratitude machine. After a night on the floor, your bed feels like a 5-star hotel. After skipping a meal, a simple piece of toast tastes incredible. By temporarily giving things up, you appreciate them more, which kills the fear of losing them. The practice. You don't have to go full-on Spartan warrior here. Start small and make it relevant. If you have social anxiety, challenge yourself to make 2 minutes of small talk with the cashier. If you hate being cold, take a 30-second cold shower. If you're afraid of looking stupid, go into a hardware store and ask where they keep the sky hooks. The goal isn't self-torture. It's to gently expand your comfort zone. Each time you willingly step into a small discomfort, you're giving yourself a little fear vaccine. You're building calluses on your mind, proving through real-world experience that you can handle it. This builds a kind of deep, physical confidence that positive thinking alone can't touch. It's the confidence of someone who knows they can endure. Section 4. The fourth tool. Anchor yourself in the present. The principle. Our final tool is all about time. See, fear almost never lives in the present moment. It lives in the future of what-ifs or the past of should-haves. As Seneca put it, our anxiety comes from forgetting the past, neglecting the present, and fearing the future. The Stoics understood that your only point of power is right now. The past is a memory. The future is a fantasy. Only the present is real. By training your attention on the here and now, you starve your fear of the fuel it needs to survive. The Emperor Marcus Aurelius was constantly telling himself, confine yourself to the present. It's not about ignoring problems. It's about refusing to fight them in your imagination before they even exist. The practice. The next time you feel anxiety bubbling up, recognize that your mind is time traveling. Your job is to gently bring it back to the present. Use your senses as an anchor. Right now. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can physically feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This simple trick yanks your brain out of the future and plants it firmly in reality. Once you're grounded, just focus on the next single step. Not the whole project, not the entire mountain, just the next step. If you're terrified of a huge project, what's the smallest possible thing you can do right now? Can you just open the document? Write 1 sentence? Send 1 tiny email? Fear thrives on speculation and gets fat on inaction. Action is its kryptonite. Every small step you take right here in the present builds momentum and clears the fog of fear. The Stoics knew that courage isn't some grand gesture. It's built 1 small present moment action at a time. So that's the playbook. 4 timeless battle-tested tools from the Stoic masters of fear. First, the dichotomy of control. Separate what you can control from what you can't and forget the rest. Second, premeditatio malorum. Rehearse the worst-case scenario to rob it of its power. Third, voluntary discomfort. Practice being uncomfortable to prove you can handle anything. And fourth, anchor in the present. Focus on the next small step right now. The Stoics weren't born brave. They were self-made mental warriors. They knew that courage isn't a magical feeling you wait for. It's a skill you build day by day, choice by choice. Fear will probably always be there, riding shotgun. And that's fine. The goal isn't to be fearless. The goal is to let fear ride along, but make sure you're the one driving. It's about deciding your mission is more important than your mood. You have the toolkit. The only question is, will you use it? If this was helpful, do me a favor and hit the like button so other people can find it, and subscribe for more ideas on building an unbreakable mind. But more importantly, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which one of these tools are you going to try this week?